Okay, dear students, very good morning. Today now I would like to start classification of elements, periodicity and properties. Classification of elements. Classification of elements. Periodicity and properties. But today, first we will discuss classification of elements. Please, everyone should write down running notes. Classification of elements. In the early stage, 1808, Dalton's atomic theory, only 13 elements are there. 13 elements properties remembering very easily, either physical property or chemical property, whatever property. But while days are going on, number of elements are increases. So if you want to remember these element properties are so difficult, even scientist, even teacher, even student, anyone. And without knowing the property of the element, how to use that element, very difficult. If you know the taste, yes, salt this taste, sugar that taste, or chili is the taste. If you know the taste, we can use. Without knowing the taste, like that only. Without knowing the property, how to use? So they must know the property. So, sir, how to? They must know the property means. One element, two element, so scientist can remember. Or 10 elements, or 20 elements. Day by day, number of elements are increases. Each element properties, thousands of properties are there. Then how to remember? But minimum standard properties are there. So that's why I introduce it to the classification of elements. Classification of elements. One topic is there. He for feel difficult. He is remembering one way. I am remembering another way. Some Y is remembering another way. But finally they are remembering. But which is the best method to remember? That is important. That is important. Okay, now. So first classification means at the after present nearly 118 elements are there. Yeah, madam. Any doubt? Present 118 elements are there. So these elements, how to classify? Different classifications are there. Different classifications are there. You know very well. First classification, Dauvergne law of triads. Dauvergne triads. Dauvergne triads. The first classification, Dauvergne triads. Dauvergne triads. Dauvergne triads. Dauvergne triads. Listen carefully. You know very well. In the Dauvergne triads, the average atomic weight of 1 and 3, which is equal to atomic weight of second element, then these three elements have same physical and chemical properties. Same chemical properties. Okay. Dauvergne triads. Example 1. Example 1. Lithium, sodium, potassium. Lithium atomic weight 7, sodium 23, potassium 39. If you take average atomic weight of 1 and 3, 39 plus 7, 39 plus 7, 39 plus 7 by 2, 46 by 2, which is equal to 23. The average atomic weight of 1 and 3, which is equal to atomic weight of second element. Then these three elements have same chemical properties. Second example, chlorine, bromine, iodine. Chlorine 35.5, bromine 80, iodine 127. Iodine 127. Understood, dear students? Average atomic weight of 1 and 3. मतलब क्या है? 35.5 plus 127 by 2. Then this one कितने रहे? 127, 35.5.
162.
162.5 by 2. So roughly 81.75 something. So approximate equal to second element. Understood? Next. Third example, example 3. Calcium, strontium, barium. Approximately equal to 91 something almost equal. Calcium, strontium, barium. Calcium, strontium, barium. Calcium atomic weight 40. Atomic weight 40. Strontium atomic weight 88. 88. Barium atomic weight 137. Average means 40 plus 137 by 2. 40 plus 137 by 2. कितना आते हैं roughly this one? 130, 140, 40, 177 by 2. 177 by 2, which is equal to 88.5 and
Yes, sir.
roughly 80. So these are the Daubeny triads. Daubeny successfully explain only some particular pair of examples. Three or four triads explain. अरे 4 triads explain किया तो कितने total? 12 elements. No, yeah, 12 elements. So what about remaining elements? So Daubeny only explains some of the elements. He could not explain total elements to properties. Okay, like that. Next, another scientist Newland Atkins. He is given some information regarding the classification. You know very well in your 9th standard, 10th standard. Sari Java Path. Okay, Pada Nisa means 8th element. Repeat हो जाती है. 8th element property. First to 8th element have same properties. Understood? Triads. Triads understood? Shall I repeat?
Yes, sir.
Just knowing purpose only, right? Just 5-10 minutes. After that, our exact concept we will discuss. Huh? After that, Newland Atkins. Are Newland Atkins, you know very well. Newland Atkins. Newland Atkins. After that, Newland Atkins. Are from the Newland Atkins, dear students, listen carefully. From the Newland Atkins, first element is similar property with next element. For example, this is the lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon. Next, sodium, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, with respect to this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th element, same property first, like this. Beryllium, magnesium, this one. Aluminium, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, argon, potassium, calcium, scandium. So scandium means this is not this could not explain. Only Newland Atkins successfully explained atomic number 20. After that, he could not explain Newland Atkins. 8th element has same property. You know very well Newland Atkins. Understood? Right. After that, Lothar Meyer is the just knowing purpose only. But the most important, Mendeleev periodic table and modern periodic table. Sir, how to construct Mendeleev periodic table? Mendeleev periodic table based on, you know very well, Mendeleev periodic table based on physical and chemical properties of the elements, periodic functions of their atomic weights. Physical and chemical properties of the elements. 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 Properties of the elements. Physical and chemical properties of the elements. Periodic functions of their atomic weights. Periodic functions of their atomic weights. Their atomic weights. Physical and chemical properties of the elements. Periodic functions of their atomic weights. Physical and chemical properties of the elements. Periodic functions of their atomic weights. Any doubt? So based on atomic weights, Mendeleev maximum vertical columns are groups, horizontal rows are periods. Okay now? Vertical columns are groups, horizontal rows are periods. At the same time, he is given some gaps. Definitely in coming days, definitely they will discover some elements. Where is the position of that elements? So that's why he is given some gaps. That gaps names now at that time Eka boron of which element? Eka boron.
Scandium.
That time given gap, in the gap name Eka boron. Now that element is
Scandium.
scandium. Scandium. Eka boron. Eka silicon. Eka silicon. Eka silicon. Now that element is
Aluminium.
germanium. Germanium. Eka aluminium. Eka aluminium. That element is
Gallium.
gallium. Gallium. Understood, dear students? And one more important, these are the gaps given manually. Okay. After that, merits, demerits, anomalous pairs, theory re that one padai karo. Okay. And one more important point, dear students, listen carefully. Name of the element given based on source of the element or discovery of scientist or discovery scientist country name, like that given that time. My point understood? For example, X student is there, X scientist is there. That scientist from Britain. So he gives some according to his or otherwise his name or his mother name or X name or Y name like that. Or otherwise his country name depends on that scientist. Okay, now? So all elements naming given like this only. Source or scientist name or scientist country name or scientist, whatever they want, scientist is given like this names. But then the main problem, atomic number 104. One element is discovered. Two scientists. One is from America, another one is from Russian. American and Russian, same element discovered. American and Russian. American scientist, you want one name. Russian scientist, you want to give one name. Is it possible? One element, two names. One element, two names.
No, sir.
वैसे दिया तो कैसे रिमेम्बर करते हैं in future generation how they will use? He is telling copper react with silver HCl given. Same copper name is Zn लिया तो कैसे होते? That is not correct. So that's why this problem arises at atomic number 105. American, they want that element name is Rutherfordium. 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 Russian, they want to give name Kuchtonium. 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 Same element, atomic number, same element. He want to give Rutherfordium. He want to give Kuchtonium. Is it possible? No. So, you know, no organization, IUPAC, International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. That is one of the organization. The organization members are there. Members every time they are giving suggestions to that chemistry, regarding chemistry. So this problem goes to that organization. What they are thinking. So they simply already atomic number 104 elements names already given. Those scientists also almost died. So then kya karte problem here? So that's why they are introduced to the, no, you need not to give any name. We will decide the name. Even any scientist in coming days, any scientist, he can discover any element. That element naming based on IUPAC. IUPAC. Take minute. This listen very carefully. IUPAC name. So according to IUPAC rule, he's suggested some rules. एक मिनट IUPAC name is introduced. According to IUPAC introduced the rule. Simple rule. What is that rule? The digit Latin 0 nil 1 un 2 by 3 try 4 quad 5 pent 6 hex 7 sept 8 oct 9 n. These students understood? 0 is the nil, 1 is the un, 2 is the by, 3 is the try, 4 is the quad, 5 is the pent, 6 is the hex, 7 is the sept, 8 is the oct, 9 is the n. Any doubt? Nil, un, by, try, quad, pent, hex, sept, oct, n. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay now? Listen, my dear students. For example, 101. Sir, how to give naming? I बताता हूँ देखो. 1 means un. 0 means nil. 1 means un. Un, nil, un. IUM. Understood? Un, nil, un, IUM. IUM should be added. For example, 102. 102 means un, nil, by IUM. 103 un, nil, try IUM. 104 un, nil, quad IUM. Unnil quadium. Dear students, understood?
Yes, sir.
So like that naming is given, right? Sir, अभी हमारा लॉन्ग फॉर्म पीरियड टेबल दिया तो 104 अनिल क्वाडियम नहीं है सर. That is the Rutherfordium, sir. For example, 105 अनिल पेंटी IUM नहीं है सर. That is Dibonium, sir. Bubonium, sir. For example, 108 that is Hassium, sir. Sir, कैसे दिया that name? For example, 108 is the name क्या है? Anil of IUM. But that naming in long form period table Hassium. HASSIUM. Sir, what is this one? First simple logic में बताता हूँ. While discovering of any element, according to first they are given IUPAC name. अरे definitely scientists मर जाते ना 100 years or 120 years or 150 years max. Definitely that scientist will die. अरे scientist definitely before 70 years only मर जाते रहे or before 80 years. So after end of his life or her life given like this. Means first they follow IUPAC name. After that IUPAC select one name according to their source or whatever. According to the organization, give this name ASIUM like this. For example, 110 है तो क्या है? Term stadium. समझ में आया my dear students? Understood?
Yes, sir.
But so the problem is started from atomic number 104, that is the Rutherfordium. But finally that element name is given Rutherfordium only. Atomic number 104 देखो कुछ तो नियम नहीं है. American is given Rutherfordium. Or Russian is given कुछ तो नियम. But finally the name is given by Rutherfordium based on Russian American scientist name. Okay, so this all are theory, right? But objective purpose, this is just knowing purpose only. But from here on now onwards, main important our syllabus NEET level from modern periodic table onwards, very important. Modern periodic table. Okay. Modern periodic table. Dear students, From now onwards, very important. Please, everybody should concentrate. 1 minute. Huh? Okay. Modern periodic law. Tell me, dear students, what is modern periodic law? Modern periodic law. What is modern periodic law? Very important from now onwards, this concept. Modern periodic law. Sir, what is modern periodic law? आपके पास लॉन्ग फॉर्म पीरियड टेबल है तो देखो रे. Modern periodic law. What is modern periodic law? Write down the physical and chemical properties of the elements. The physical and chemical properties of the elements. Physical and chemical properties of the elements. Periodic functions of atomic weights. Sorry, atomic numbers. Atomic numbers. Atomic numbers are electronic configuration. Electronic configuration. Electronic configuration. Understood, my dear students? The physical and chemical properties of the elements, periodic functions of atomic numbers are electronic configuration. Any doubt? The physical and chemical properties of the elements, periodic functions of atomic numbers are electronic configuration. Atomic numbers are electronic configuration. Okay, dear students, the first one, classification of elements based on electronic configuration. Classification of elements based on electronic configuration. Classification of elements based on electronic configuration. Please write down, dear students. Dear students, if you have long form periodic table, please everybody see the long form periodic table. आपके पास बुक है तो देखो. Long form periodic table देखो रे, आपके पास बुक है ना? Please see the long form periodic table. Okay, like this. Okay, this is the long form periodic table. Record, dear students, this is the long form periodic table. This is the S block, this is the P block, this is the D block, this is the F block. Classification of elements based on electronic configuration. S block, P block, D block, F block. Okay. One by one I will discuss it. S block elements. S block elements. Complete in-depth I will discuss it. थोड़ा concentrate करो. Actually, I have to write on the board total long form period table, but separate मैं लिख के explain करता हूँ. Okay. S block elements. S block elements. S block elements. Sir, what are the S block elements? What are the S block elements? Don't write now. First listen carefully. Perfectly, you must understand every point. After you can write. S block elements. Yes, S block elements means you know very well. Hydrogen limit. This is the lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium. Okay, इधर hydrogen भी है. S block elements. Hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium. Hydrogen atomic number 1, lithium 3, sodium 11, potassium 90, rubidium 37, cesium 55, francium 87. अरे 1 को 2 ऐड करो, 3 को 8, 11 को 8, 19, 18 ऐड करो, 37, 37 को 18, 55, 55 को 32, 87, 2, 8, 8, 18, 18, 30. Hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium. While writing electronic configuration, hydrogen 1s1, lithium 1s2, 2s1, 1s2, 2s1, sodium 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1. Means next definitely this one 4s1 आते, this one 5s1 आते, this one 6s1. Otherwise लिखो configuration 4s1, 5s1, 6s1, 7s1. समझ में आया रे? Simply I will write otherwise. This is the neon configuration, neon 3s1. This is the argon. Next argon 4s1 आते. Krypton हाँ बताओ.
सर सोडियम की इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन गलत है.
सोडियम
2p6 है वहाँ पे सर.
अच्छा हाँ 2p6 है. 2p6. अरे otherwise I will write in another way also, dear students. Listen carefully. Hydrogen 1s1, lithium, helium 4 2s1 लिख सकते हैं ना. Helium means 1s2. Sodium, neon 4 3s1, neon 10 11. Argon 4 4s2. Krypton 5s1. Xenon 6s1. Helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon. Radon 7s1. Dear students, understood?
Yes sir.
Right. आपको पता है ना हीलियम है तो 2 रे, 2 + 1 3, 10 + 1 11, 18 + 1 19, 36 + 1 37, 54 + 1 55, 86 + 1 87. Yes, this is the first year group element. एक मिनट वो भी बताता हूँ. एक मिनट ना, don't write down. While making second year group elements. This is the beryllium. This is the magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, radium, beryllium 4, magnesium 12, calcium 20, strontium 38, barium 56, radium 88. If you want right configuration, helium core 2s2, neon core 3s2, argon core 4s2, krypton core 5s2, xenon core 6s2, radon core 7s2. Understood, dear students? This is the first year group element. This is the second year group element. Dear students, if you see these all S block elements, differentiating electron. Sir, what is the differentiating electron? Differentiating electron. Sir, what is the differentiating electron? Differentiating electron means last electron. So what are the S block elements? If the differentiating electron enter into yes, s orbital. If the differentiating electron enter into s orbital of this is the s orbital of ultimate orbit. S orbital of ultimate orbit. Understood now? Yes, lithium this is the s orbital. Lithium का ultimate orbit is the second orbit. Ultimate orbit, valence orbit, last orbit, same rate. समझ में आया ना? सोडियम ले लो. सोडियम क्या है? 1s2 2s2 2p6 3s1. 1s2 2s2 2p6 मतलब नियॉन पोर. 3s1. S orbital of last orbit. Last orbit का सोडियम third orbit. That's why if the differentiating electron enter into s orbital of ultimate orbit or valence orbit or last orbit, the differentiating electron enter into s orbital of ultimate orbit, then the element belongs to s block. Understood, dear students? Then the element belongs to s block. Arey, you can take any s block element. Arey, calcium le lo, argon 4s2, last orbital s orbital. Of which orbital? Fourth orbital. SPDF orbital 1 2 3 4 orbits. समझ में आया ना? If the differentiating electron enter into s orbital of ultimate orbit, then the element belongs to s block elements. Any doubt? Nikita, understood?
Yes, sir.
So please.
Nikita?
Yes, sir.
Right. Karan, okay now? Right. So listen, my dear student. अरे s orbital है तो s sub cell one orbital is there. S sub cell one orbital is there. One orbital maximum accommodate how many electrons? 2 electrons. One orbital maximum accommodate 2 electrons. One orbital maximum accommodate 2 electrons. So that's why s block consists of two groups. My point understood, dear students? My point understood? S sub cell one orbital is there. One orbital maximum accommodate 2 electrons. So that's why s block consists of two groups. And one more thing, what is the general electronic configuration? First group 1s1 2s1 3s1 4s1 5s1 6s1 7s1. Second group 2s means 1 2s2 3s2 4s2 like this, means this is ns1, this is ns2. So then general electronic configuration, tell me what is general electronic configuration? General electronic configuration ns1 to 2 ring. First group element है तो ns1, second group element है तो ns2. That's why I wrote ns1 to 2. General electronic configuration ns1 to 2. General electronic configuration ns1 to 2. समझ में आया ना? Next, s block consists of two groups. S block consists of two groups. That is first year group elements, second year group elements. That is first year group elements are alkali metals. Consist of two groups. First year group, second year group. First year group is alkali metals. Second year group is alkaline earth metals. First year group alkali metals, second year group alkaline earth metals. Any doubt? This is ns1 configuration. This is ns2 configuration. Any doubt, dear students?
No, sir. No, sir.
Next, the most important point, dear students, all s block elements are metals except hydrogen. Hydrogen is not metal. Shall I repeat?
Yes, sir. No, sir.
Liquid. From here onwards, classification onwards, very important, very important. Tejas, okay now?
Done. Sir.
Right. The most important point, dear students, everybody should learn at least S block and all P block elements. Huh? These all S block metals are soft metals, right? These all S block metals are soft metals. Soft metals. That's why they have low melting point and boiling point. Right now, all S block metals are soft metals. Soft metals. And they have low melting point and boiling point. All S block metals are soft metals and they have low melting point and boiling point. Simple point I will tell you. Sir, why S block elements have low melting point and boiling point? These all are metals which are connected through metallic bond. Metal itself having metallic bond. So, valence shell only single electrons are there. Or otherwise, the valence shell 2 electrons are there. So, these valence electrons easily form bond formation. But in the d block elements, ultimate orbit electrons and penultimate orbit electrons participate in the metallic bond. Listen, my dear students, in the d block elements, ultimate orbit and penultimate orbit electron participate in the metallic bond. More number of electrons are participate in the metallic bond. In the d block element, metallic bond strength more. That's why d block elements have high melting point and boiling point. But in the s block elements, metal can have participate only ultimate orbit electrons. That's why S block elements are soft metals and they have low melting point. Understood, dear students? Understood now?
Yes, sir.
All S block metals are soft metals and they have no melting point and boiling point. Due to valence electrons only participate in the metallic bond. But in the D block, valence means ultimate and penultimate. Ultimate before orbit, penultimate. This point important. Next. Yes, you know periodic properties, dear students. These all are metals. These metals property is there. One of the property that is electropositive character. Electropositive character. Ready to lose the electron. Arey, dekho, ready to lose the electron. Lose the electron means that is electropositive character. Electropositive. There is loss of electron oxidation itself act as
Reducing
agent.
These all S block element, either alkali metal or alkene earth metal. Down the group size increases. Lithium se sodium, sodium se potassium, potassium se rubidium, rubidium se cesium gather size. Size more. Size, this is the lithium, this is the sodium, potassium, this is the cesium size. Size more means ultimate orbit electron nucleus ke attraction less, then ready to loss of electron. Loss of electron oxidation itself acts as a good reducing agent. So, these all S block metals can act as good reducing agent, powerful reducing agents. Because it's ready to lose the electron. Sir, this is the francium. What about francium and radium? Francium and radium, radioactive element. Radioactive element means radioactivity is the property of the nucleus. Within the nucleus. Don't think about other than nucleus. Samajh mein hai na? So that's why we could not include the periodic properties, radioactive elements. Any doubt? So my final conclusion, all S block elements can act as powerful reducing agents. Can act as powerful reducing agents. Powerful reducing agents. All S block metals are soft metals. They have low melting point and boiling point, which can act as powerful reducing agents. Any doubt? Any doubt, dear students?
No, sir.
And sir, S block metals are easily loss of electron. Loss of electron itself can form cation or anion. Element ready to lose the electron can form cation or anion.
Cation.
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 Definitely cation combining with anion to give ionic compound. That's why most of the S block elements ready to form ionic compound. Okay, it can ready to form ionic compound. समझ में आया, dear students? So classification of elements based on electronic configuration S block elements. What are the S block elements? If the differentiating electron enter into S orbital of ultimate, then the element belongs to S block elements. This is S block, S subcell, one orbital, two orbital maximum accommodate, one orbital maximum accommodate, two electrons. That's why two groups. S block consists of two groups. That is first year group elements, second year group elements. First year group elements are alkali metals, second year group elements are alkaline earth metals. General electronic configuration NS1, this is NS2. Overall NS1 to 2. S block metals are soft metals and they have low melting point and boiling point. S block metals can act as powerful reducing agents. Any doubt, my dear students?
No,
Okay
sir.
now?
Okay, sir.
And you should remember at least S block, P block metals. First group, hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium. Francium, radioactive. Second year group element, beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, radium.
Excuse me, sir.
Earth metals.
Excuse me, sir.
What are alkali metals and what are alkaline earth metals? Alkali. Alkali means basic. हाँ मैडम बताओ. Any doubt?
Sir, please can you repeat the point? Cations and anion combined to give?
Ionic compound. These are cations. If anion is there, definitely can give which compound? Ionic compound. Okay, madam? No problem, right? Out of the picture. Next, my point is, sir, why lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, alkali metals? Why first year group elements are alkali metals? Why second year group elements are alkaline earth metals? Sir, what is the reason? Tell me, anybody tell me. These are
Nature of oxides.
These are alkali metals. Alkali metals. Sir, alkali means basic. अरे lithium ले लो, sodium ले लो. Sodium लिया तो sodium oxide. Potassium लिया तो potassium oxide. These oxides, these metal oxides. Metal oxides are basic oxides, sir. Or otherwise, Na2 would dissolve in water to give 2 NaOH. K2 would dissolve in water to give rise to 2 KOH. अरे NaOH, KOH. NaOH can Na plus and OH minus. KOH, K plus and OH minus. OH minus is nothing but what base? The substance ready to give hydroxide ion base, according to Arrhenius theory. Base means alkaline nature. So that's why these metals are alkali metals. Understood, my dear students? Understood? Sir, why these are alkaline earth metals? अरे इधर देखो, magnesium oxide, magnesium with oxide, magnesium oxide with water, MgOH twice. Magnesium hydroxide is the base. Calcium oxide with water, your product is calcium hydroxide. So, magnesium hydroxide can produce OH minus, calcium hydroxide can produce OH minus. At the same time, beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, which are obtained from earth crust in the form of minerals, magnesite, dolomite, limestone, barite. alkali earth metals में discuss करेंगे हाँ. Magnesite है तो MgCO3, dolomite है तो CaCO3, MgCO3, barite है तो barium sulfate, like that. So these all elements obtained in the form from earth crust in the form of different metals. That's why these are called as alkaline earth metals. These are alkali metals. These are alkaline earth metals. alternate metals. समझ में आया डियर स्टूडेंट्स? समझ में आया ना? Any doubt? Right. Shall I repeat?
Yes, sir.
Dear students, okay. Next P block है. P block. This side रहता है ना P block. वैसे P block. Sir, what are the P block elements? What are the P block elements? You can select any P block. For example, this is the boron, aluminum, gallium, indium, gallium. Don't write first. Boron 5, aluminum 30, gallium 31. This is the 49, 14 plus 30, 80. So this one क्या है? Helium को 2s को 2p. इधर अल्यूमिनियम लिया तो नियॉन को 3s to p1. कॉन्फ़िगरेशन लिखो प्रॉब्लम. ओके, इधर नियॉन ले लो यार. क्या है? नियॉन लिया तो 10 है तो क्या है? 1s to 2s to 2p6. आर्गन ले लो. आर्गन 18, 1s to 2s to 2p6. 2p6, 3s to 3p6. Second orbit, third orbit. Any doubt is there? Any doubt? Means differentiating electron entering which orbital? P orbital. P orbital of which orbital? Third orbit. P orbital of which orbital? Third orbit. Means last orbit. P orbital of second orbit. P orbital of second orbit. So what is my final conclusion, dear students? What are the P block elements? What are the P block elements? If the differentiating electron enter into P orbital of ultimate orbit. The differentiating electron enter into the differentiating electron enter into p orbital. The differentiating electron enter into p orbital of ultimate orbit. P orbital of ultimate orbit. If the differentiating electron enter into p orbital of ultimate orbit, then the elements belongs to P block elements. Okay. P subcell. How many orbitals? Tell me. P subcell consists of how many orbitals?
3.
3 orbitals. P 3 orbitals. No, P 3 orbitals. 3 orbitals. P subcell. Px, Py, Pz. Each orbital accommodates to electron. Total 6 electrons. P subcell 3 orbitals. Each orbital accommodates to total 6 electrons. That's why P block consists of 6 electrons. Sorry, P block consists of 6 groups. P block consists of 6 groups. General electronic configuration. General electronic configuration. Ns to Np 1 to 6. NS2 NP1 to 6. NS2 NP1 to 6. I will write this one. What are the this one? 6 groups: boron, aluminum, gallium, indium, thallium, carbon, silicon, germanium, tin, lead, nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, bismuth, oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium, polonium, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, aspartame, helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon. Any doubt? Any doubt there, students?
No, sir.
This is third A group. Third A group. This is fourth A group. This is the fifth A group. This is the sixth A group. This is the seventh A group. This is the zero group. Zero group. Okay. This is boron atomic number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Helium 2, 10, 18, 36, 54, 86. 86. Okay. 13 plus 18, 31, 31 plus 18, 49, 49 plus 30, 81. Okay. 14, 15, 16, 17, 32, okay, 33, 34, 35, 50, 51, 52, 82, 83, 84, 85. Any doubt? Yes, students, समझ में आया ना?
Sir, please repeat.
Third A group elements, third A group elements, fourth A group elements, fifth A group elements. Please write down. Sixth A group, seventh A group, zero group. Third A group element, boron family. Boron family. Boron family. General electronic configuration NS2 NP1. Because boron atomic number 5A. 5A तो क्या है? 1s2, 2s2, 2p1 by C. बोरॉन होने के बाद अल्यूमिनियम, अल्यूमिनियम 30, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p1. Outermost order, third order, 3s2, 3p1. So ns2, np1. Boron family configuration ns2, np1. Fourth A group elements. Carbon family. Carbon family. Carbon family. Fourth A group elements. ns2, np2 configuration. Okay. Next, 50A group elements. Nitrogen. Nitrogen family. Nitrogen. Nitrogen family. Or nicosens. Nicosens. Nitrogen family or nicosens. Nicosens. Configuration. Sir, nicosens means PNiCOGENS. Nicosens. These compounds are obtained from nicosens, means nicomides. Nicomides means suffocated compounds. These elements are obtained from suffocated compounds. That's why 50A group elements are called as nicosans. Nicosans. NS2 NP3. NS2 NP3. Okay. These are 60A group elements. 60A group elements. Oxygen family. Oxygen family. Oxygen family. Oxygen family. Are chalcogens. Chalcogens. NS2 NP4 configuration. Chalcogens. 78 group elements, halogens, halogens, halogens. Chalcogens means, chalco means mineral, chalco, chalcogen. Chalco means mineral, gen means source, means chalcogens means which are obtained from mineral source. Mineral source, oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium, polonium. These oxygen family which are called as chalcogens, mineral salts. Halogens, halogens. Halo means searing. Halogens. Halo means sea. Gen means source, sea source. Okay. Halogens. Okay, now sea source. NS2, NS2, NP5. NS2, NP5. Helium, air, argon, krypton, xenon, radon. These are the zero group elements. Zero group elements are noble gases. Noble gases. Configuration NS2, NP6. Noble gases, inert gases, rare gases. Because in atmosphere. Madam, क्या चाहिए madam? You are asking something? Nicogens, right? वो भी लिखता हूँ. Don't worry, explain करता हूँ. Tension मत लो. Okay, dear students. Boron, aluminium, gallium, indium, thallium, boron family, NS2, NP1. Carbon, silicon, germanium, tin, lead, carbon family, NS2, NP1. Nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, bismuth. Nitrogen family. Okay, nitrogen family. Nicogens means nicogens. Nicogen. Nico means suffocated. Gen means source. Okay, na madam? Any doubt?
No, sir.
Chalcogens. Chalco means mineral. Gen means source. Chlorine, bromine, iodine. Halogens. Halo means sea. Gen means source, sea source. समझ में आया ना?
Yes, sir.
Kaveri, understood?
Yes, sir.
Good. Manoj?
Yes, sir, understood.
Right. Nikita, understood? Nikita, understood? Nikita. Right, good. Helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon, noble gases, inert gases, rare gases. Because in atmosphere, while extra isolation from the atmosphere, its percentage is very, very less. Rare gases. Okay. Shall I repeat?
Yes, sir.
Right. And one more thing, if you see the P block elements, dear students, P block consists of metal, non-metal, metalloid. Metals are there, non-metals are there, metalloids are there. Correct है ना? इधर NS2 NP1 starting हो गए, ending NS2 NP6. That's why I wrote NS2 NP1 to 6. Next, D block elements. D block elements. D block elements. Sir, what are the D block elements? Listen, my dear students. You know D block elements. This is the scandium, titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, iron, cobalt, nickel, copper, zinc, like this. Scandium 21, argon core 4s3d1. Titanium 22, argon core 4s3d2. Vanadium 23. Okay, na? Argon core 4s3d3. So, dear students, if you observe this one, which is the last orbit? Fourth orbit. Last orbit is the ultimate orbit. Last orbit before orbit is the penultimate orbit. Okay, now? Last orbit, ultimate orbit. Last orbit before orbit is the penultimate orbit. This is the nucleus. First orbit, second orbit, third orbit, fourth orbit. This is the ultimate. This is the penultimate. This is the ultimate. This is the penultimate. This is the fourth orbit. This is the third orbit. Either they go differentiating electron enter into which orbital? D orbital. D orbital of which orbit? Third orbit. Third orbit means penultimate orbit. My point understood, dear students, is the D block elements. In the D block elements, if the differentiating electron enter into D orbital of penultimate orbit, then the elements belongs to D block elements. And the elements belongs to D block elements. Okay. Right. But what are the D block elements? If the differentiating electron, enter into d orbital of penultimate orbit, then the elements belongs to the differentiating electron enter into d orbital of penultimate orbit, then the elements belongs to D block elements. The elements belong to D block. Understood, dear students? Any doubt? Scandium 21. Therefore, once again I am repeating, dear students. Argon core 4s2 3d1. So differentiating electron d orbital of third orbit. Array, last orbit, fourth orbit. So differentiating electron enter into d orbital of third orbit. D orbital of third orbit means this is the penultimate. This is the ultimate. This is the penultimate. This is last orbit. This is the ultimate. Ultimate both this. This one penultimate. This is ultimate. This is the penultimate. Any doubt? Ultimate, penultimate. Nikita, understood?
Yes, sir.
Right. So, if the differentiating electron like this, D4, D5, D6, D7, D8, D9, D10, so listen, my dear students. Then what is the 18? If the differentiating electron enter into d orbital of penultimate orbit, then the elements belongs to D block elements. General electronic configuration. General electronic configuration. NS122, N-1D1 to N. NS122, N-1D1 to 10. NS is the ultimate, N-1 means penultimate. D subcell, how many orbitals? D subcell, how many orbitals? 1, 2, 3, 5. 5 orbitals. Each orbital accounted 2 electrons. Then total 10 electrons. That's why D block consists of 10 groups. 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 Okay. D block consists of 10 groups. So that is scandium, titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, iron, cobalt, nickel, copper, zinc. Okay. D block consists of 10 groups. This is third B group, fourth B, fifth B, sixth B, 7B, iron, cobalt, nickel, 8B. This is 1B. This is 2B. Yttrium, zirconium, niobium, molybdenum, technetium, ruthenium, rhodium, palladium, silver, cadmium, lanthanum, hafnium, tantalum, tungsten, rhenium, osmium, iridium, platinum, gold, mercury. आपको लॉन्ग फॉर्म पीरियोडिक टेबल में कितना कमेंडिंग है तो उतना फास्ट सॉल्व कर सकते हैं इनऑर्गेनिक क्वेश्चंस from inorganic questions, from inorganic any question we can solve. scandium, titanium. This is the 3D series, 4D series, 5D series. I say 6D also is there. But not sufficient. Just remember this one. You did not try. Just take what they. Okay. Dear students, okay now? The differentiating electron enter into d orbital of penultimate orbit, then the elements belongs to p block. General electronic configuration ns1 to 2, n-1d 1 to 10. Very, very important d block element properties. Please concentrate. All d block elements are transition elements except second b group elements. Second b group element. सेकंड भी लिया तो जिंक ले लो, जिंक कार्डियम मर्क्यूरी. अरे Zn का एटॉमिक नंबर 30 है, 30 है तो क्या है 30. आर्गन कोर 4s2 3d10 Zn. फॉर एग्जांपल कैडमियम लिया तो कैडमियम 48, क्रिप्टॉन कोर 5s2 4d10 लाइक दिस. Mercury है तो 6s2 5d10 like this. Sir, what is transition element? Either elementary state corresponding its ionic state required partially filled d orbital, then that is transition element. अरे आप स्कैंडियम ले लो, टाइटेनियम, वेनेडियम, क्रोमियम, मैंगनीज, आयरन, कोबाल्ट, निकल, कॉपर ले लो. Definitely either elementary state or ionic state. अरे up to this one क्या है? Compulsory elementary state only d orbital is there, partially filled. But copper ले लो, एक मिनट copper ले लो. Copper atomic number 29, argon core 4s1 3d10. But copper +1 क्या है? Argon core copper +2 है. Stable oxidation state है तो copper +2. इधर 1 electron loss होता है. 4s0 3d9. Okay ना? Zinc 30, argon 4s2 3d10. Listen, my dear students. Are zinc is it transition elements? Cadmium is it transition element? No, because elementary state D10 configuration. Elementary state D10 configuration. Okay, D10 है तो no partially filled d orbital. Ionic state ले लो. Ionic state है तो क्या है? Zn+2. Zn+2 है तो क्या है? Argon core 4s0 3d10. Argon core 4s0 3d10. Zn+2. Corresponding its ionic state. Is it any partially filled d orbital? बताओ यार. Zinc configuration, argon core 4s2 3d10. Zn+2 means Zn lose 2 electron. After lose 2 electron, 4s0 3d10. So D10 है तो is it filled or partially filled? Is it filled or partially filled?
Filled.
So that's why completely filled d orbital है तो that is not considered as transition. That's why even cadmium ले लो. Cadmium भी वैसे क्योंकि इधर 3d है तो इधर 4d होते. That is the difference. So that's why second B group element is not considered as transition element. All D block elements are transition elements except second B group elements. Except second B group element, because second B group element is elementary state or ionic state, no partially filled d orbitals. समझ में आया this point, dear students? Okay, Nikita, understood?
Sir, can you repeat it once?
That's why I'm asking. Transition element means either elementary state or ionic state required partially filled d orbital. But second B group element, zinc, cadmium, mercury is not a transition element because elementary state क्या है? Argon core 4s2 3d10. corresponding its ionic state +2, Zn +2. +2 means argon loss of 2 electrons from 4s, 4s0, 3d10. So elementary state 3d10, ionic state also 3d10. So completely filled. That's why this is not transition elements. Understood, madam? अरे इधर इधर ले लो, मैंगनीज ले लो. अरे मैंगनीज 25 है तो आर्गन को 4s2 3d5. d5 है तो दिस इज नॉट कंप्लीटली फिल्ड है ना. d5 है तो दिस इज नॉट कंप्लीटली फिल्ड. At least partially filled, at least one vacant orbital is required. Then that is called transition element. Nikita, understood?
Yes, sir.
Sir, copper with D10 है sir. D10 है तो no partially filled orbital sir. But ionic state में D9 है ना, D9 है तो partially filled है ना again. So either elementary state or corresponding with stable ionic state, if it is having partially filled orbitals, such type of elements are transition elements. But either elementary state and ionic state, no partially filled, completely filled. That's why this is not transition elements. Okay. So what is my final conclusion? Dear students, listen carefully. The first point, all D block elements are, properties of D block elements is very important. All D block elements are transition elements. All D block elements are transition elements. All D block elements are transition elements, except second B group, except second B group, zinc, cadmium, mercury. All D block elements are transition elements except second B group, zinc, cadmium, mercury. Zinc, cadmium, mercury. Any doubt?
No, sir.
And one more thing, this first B group, copper AgAu, elementary state completely filled. Elementary state completely filled, but ionic state partially filled. So that's why these are typical transition elements. Second point, 1B group elements called typical, because direct elementary state completely filled. That's why not transition elements, but ionic state partially filled DR. That's why 1B group elements called typical transition elements. One B group elements called typical transition elements. All D block elements are transition elements except second B group. One B group elements called typical transition elements. Okay. All D block elements are metals in solid state except mercury. Right now, all D block metals solids except mercury. All D block metals solids except mercury. Dear students, S block metals are soft metals or hard metals?
Soft metal.
Soft metal.
Because S block metals only valence electrons are participate in the metallic bond. But D block metals are hard metals. Valency means ultimate and penultimate. Both electrons participate in the metallic. So that's why D block metals are hard metals. D block metals are D block metals are hard metals and they have high melting point and boiling point. D block metals are hard metals and they have high melting point and boiling point. Write down, write down. Read out. D block metals are hard metals and they have high melting point. Shall I repeat?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt? Next, dear students, listen carefully. Most of the D block elements used as catalyst because of any catalyst, hydrogenation of alkenes, alkynes, nickel catalyst, platinum catalyst, palladium catalyst. Okay. Any catalyst, you can use any catalyst, vanadium pentoxide catalyst, Haber's process iron catalyst, ammonia preparation. Sir, why D block elements used as catalyst? Because of D block elements are solids. Solids have large surface area. Surface area increases, rate of adsorption increases. That's why D block elements used as catalyst. My point understood, dear students. Most of the D block elements, most of the D block elements, most of the D block elements used as catalyst, used as catalyst due to large surface area, due to large surface area. Most of the D block elements used as catalyst due to large surface area. Most of the D block elements used as catalyst due to large surface area. Most of the D block elements used as catalyst due to large surface area. Okay now? Any doubt? Next. D block elements can form alloys. D block elements can form alloys. D block elements can form alloys. Right? D block elements are good conductors of heat and electricity. D block elements are good conductors of heat and electricity. D block elements are good conductors of heat and electricity. D block elements can form alloys. D block elements are good conductors of heat and electricity. Okay. Next. Shall I repeat, dear students?
Yes, sir.
Next. Listen, my dear students. D block elements can form variable oxidation states. D block elements can exhibit variable oxidation state. Variable oxidation state. D block elements can exhibit variable oxidation state. D block elements can exhibit variable oxidation state due to less energy difference between Ns and N-1d energy levels. D block elements can exhibit variable oxidation state due to less energy difference between Ns and N-1d energy levels. Listen, my dear students, very important this one. For example, scandium, titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese like this. This is the 21, 22, 23, 24 like this. This is argon core 4s2 3d1. This is the 4s 3d. Ns this one. 3d means N-1d. 4s ka N value is the 4, S sub cell L value is 0. S sub cell L value is 0. S sub cell L value 0. N value 3, L value 2, SPD. This is the D sub cell. D sub cell L value 2. N plus L means 4 plus 0. This is the 3 plus 2. 4 plus 0, 4, 3 plus 2, 5. 4 and 5 energy difference is 1. Less energy difference. That's why 4s electron participated, 3d electrons also participated in the bonding. Understood, my dear students? This point understood? D block elements can exhibit variable oxidation state due to less energy difference between Ns and N-1d. Ns का क्या है? 4s. N-1d क्या है? 4 minus 1 means 3d. 4s 3d. 4s का N value 4, S sub cell L value 0. N value 3, D sub cell L value 2. 4 plus 0, 3 plus 2, 4, 5. Any doubt? Any doubt, dear students? 4 and 5 energy difference only one only, no? Any doubt? Dear students, definitely I am repeating. Listen, Priyanka, dekho. D block elements can exhibit variable oxidation state due to less energy difference between Ns and N-1d energy levels. Scandium 21, argon core 4s to 3d1, no? This is the 4s is the Ns ray. N-1d means 3d, no? 4 minus 1. This is Ns, this is N-1d. 4s 3d, 4s 3d. 4s का N value 4, S sub cell L value 0. 3d का N value 3, 4 minus 1 means D sub cell L value 2. D, S, P, D, F. L 0, 1, 2, 3. Any doubt? Any doubt?
No, sir.
So, 4 plus 0, 4, 3 plus 2, 5. 4 and 5 energy difference 1. Priyanka, understood? Priyanka? Yes. Good. Dear students, no problem. Once again, I will repeat. So, means, sir, energy difference less is what happened? Difference is less energy difference is then both energy level electrons are participating. More number of electrons participated or more number of oxidation states exhibit. That is the point. So d block elements can exhibit variable oxidation state due to less energy difference between ns and n-1d energy levels. Okay. Next. Now I will explain that variable oxidation state. How to write, I will explain. Okay. Listen, my dear students. Scandium 21, argon core 4s3d1, titanium 22, argon core 4s3d2, vanadium 23, argon core 4s3d3, chromium 24, argon core 4s1 3d5, manganese 25, argon core 4s2 3d5, iron 26, argon core 4s2 3d6. 1 minute, oxidation states I will write for this. Cobalt 27, argon core 4s2 3d7, nickel 28, argon core 4s2 3d8. Without knowing the configuration, these properties you could not understand. 100% you must know the configuration. You should learn. Copper 29, argon core 4s1 3d10, zinc 30, argon core 4s2 3d10, scandium 21, titanium 22, vanadium 23, chromium 24, manganese 25, iron 26, cobalt 27, nickel 28, copper 29, zinc 30. Any doubt? Listen, my dear students. N-1d unpaired electron participated in bonding. Ns electrons, Ns plus N-1d unpaired electron participated in bonding. Ns and N-1d unpaired electron participated in chemical bonding. Ns and N-1d unpaired electron participated in chemical bonding. Okay, now? Listen, my dear students. Scandium Ns how many electrons? 2. That's why plus 2 oxidation state. D1 है तो क्या है? अरे D1 यार, D1 means 1 electron. क्या मैडम?
निकल
आपका वॉइस नहीं आ रहा मैडम, मैसेज भेजा करो. क्या मैडम? नहीं दिख रहे? ओके? हाँ, कोबाल्ट के बाद निकल मैडम. करेक्ट है मैडम. करेक्ट है मैडम. कोबाल्ट, निकल, कॉपर, जिंक. ओके, राइट. गुड गुड. कोबाल्ट होने के बाद निकल. करेक्ट है. हाँ, राइट. Ns means 2 electron plus 2. D1 है तो single electron. Either 2 either 1 participate किया तो plus 3. That's why plus 2 plus 3 oxidation states. Understood, dear students? Titanium 3d2, D2. अरे 4s2 means plus 2 confirm यार. Either 2 either 1 plus 3. Either 2 unpair electrons. Plus 4, plus 2, plus 3, plus 4. Any doubt? Plus 2, plus 3, plus 4. Positive oxidation state. Any doubt? Ns and N minus 1d unpair electron. Now D3. Then tell me what are the possible oxidation states? Vanadium 4s2. Ns2, you know, that's why plus 2 confirm. This 2 and the 3. 2 and 1 है तो understood? Tell me vanadium oxidation states. Tell me. Vanadium oxidation states. बताओ यार.
सर नहीं समझा और एक बार रिपीट कीजिए ना.
Any doubt? 4s2, that's why plus 2. D3, 2 and 3, 5. That's why plus 2, plus 3, plus 4, plus 5. Any doubt? D5, 4s1, D5. NS1, that's why plus 1. Either 1 and either 5 unpair alcohol. 1 and 5 is plus 6. Plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, plus 4, plus 5, plus 6. Any doubt? Manganese, tell me. 4s2, 3d5, D5. 4s2, 3d5, manganese. Yes. Either 2 and either 5 unpair electrons, 7. That's why plus 2 to plus 7. Plus 2, plus 3, plus 4, plus 5, plus 6, plus 7. D6. D6 है तो how many unpair electron? 4 unpair electron. 2 and 4 unpair electron. 2 to 6. Plus 2, plus 3, plus 4, plus 5, plus 6. 4s2, 3d7. D7 है तो 3 unpair electron. 2 and 3. Plus 2, plus 3, plus 4, plus 5. D8. 2 either 2 unpair electron. That's why plus 2, plus 3, plus 4. Any doubt? Copper can exhibit only plus 1. But plus 1 unstable, but hydrated state plus 2. Zinc only D10. D10 है तो क्या है? Completely filled है. Only plus 2. Any doubt? Ns and
Explain
N
once again.
unpair. Any doubt?
सर Fe का और एक बार रिपीट कीजिए ना.
Madam?
Fe का.
Fe, iron. Definitely, madam. Iron. Once again, I will repeat. Listen, dear students. देखो my dear students, Ns and N minus 1d unpair electrons are participating, madam. Ns how many electrons here? 2 plus 2. N minus 1d how many electron? D, you know, D subset only 1 electron. 1 है तो already 2 and this is 1. This is 1 plus 2 plus 3. Any doubt? D2. D2 means either 2 electron, again either 2 unpair electron. 2, 3, 4. That's why plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. Madam, understood? Understood?
Yes, sir.
D3 है तो क्या है? Either 2 and 3 unpair electron 5. That's why plus 2 to plus 1. Plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. Chromium 5 unpair electron. 5 unpair electron. Either 1 already 5 unpair electron. 1, 2, 5. 1 plus 5 क्या है? 6. That's why plus 1 starting हो जाते हैं. Plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6. अरे 4s2 3d5. Already d5 is there. Ns2 electron. That's why plus 2. The 5 unpair electron. 2 plus 7. Plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7. Get it out? D6. D6 है तो 4 unpair electron. देखो iron मैडम. D6 है ना 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then 4 unpair electron. 4 unpair electron. Is it 2 and 4 क्या है? 6. Any doubt?
No.
Understood? Madam, understood? Iron you asked now. Who is asked iron? Okay, Priyanka, good. So then, it's 4s3 electron, D6 4. That's why plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6. D7 plus 2 3 ampere electron plus 2 to plus 3 plus 5 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. D8 2 ampere electron the 2 ampere electron plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. D8 D10 है तो no ampere electron but copper exhibit hydrated state plus 2 oxidation state plus 1 unstable. The 4s D10 no ampere electron only plus 2. These are the oxidation. Okay. In 3D series, this is the 3D series element. Yes, students. Which element exhibit maximum oxidation state? Tell me. In 3D series, means from scandium to Zn, which element exhibit maximum oxidation state?
Manganese.
Manganese. That is plus 7. Nikita, understood?
Yes, sir.
What is the common oxidation state in 3D series? Common. Plus 2, plus 2, plus 2, plus 2, plus 2, plus 2, plus 2. Common oxidation state plus 2. In 3D series, common oxidation state plus 2. Common oxidation state plus 2. Okay. But scandium unstable plus 2 either plus 1 unstable. Any doubt? Any doubt?
No, sir.
Right. Scandium to Zn 100%. Everybody should learn the configuration. Scandium 21 argon core 4s3d1. Titanium 22 argon core 4s3d. Vanadium 23 argon core 4s3d3. Chromium 24 argon core 4s1 3d5. Manganese 25 argon core 4s3d5. Iron 26 argon core 4s3d6. Cobalt 27 argon core 4s3d7. Nickel 28 argon core 4s3d8. Copper 29 argon core 4s1 310. Zinc 30 argon core 4s3d10. Okay. Shall I rub it? Listen, my dear students. D block elements exhibit colors. Next point. D block elements exhibit color due to DD transition. This point important. DD transition. Sir, what is DD transition? If any unpaired electron is there and exhibit color, that is also means presence of unpaired electron. Meaning presence of unpaired electron in d orbital. D orbitals are there, no? D orbitals. This is the D subcell. D5. D5 orbitals, right? D5 orbitals. D5 orbitals. dxy, dyz, dzx, dx square minus y square, dz square. Two types section. Listen carefully. D block elements exhibit color due to DD transition. Presence of unpaired electron in d orbital. dxy, dyz, dzx, dx square minus y square, dz. If any unpaired electron present in d orbital, any unpaired electron, if it is there, this electron is there. This electron from lower energy level. So electron jumps from lower to higher energy level, energy is absorbed. Or otherwise, electron may be some higher energy level. From higher to lower energy level, energy is released. So either released energy or absorbed energy takes place in the form of quanta or radiation. Radiation means exhibit color. Understood, my dear students? D block elements exhibit color due to DD transition. DD transition means electron transfer from one d orbital to another d orbital. If any unpaired electron is there, then electron transfer. Understood? If any unpaired electron is there, electron transfer. There is no unpaired electron, there is no transfer of electron. So the transformation may be from lower energy level to higher energy level or higher energy level to lower energy level. Electron jumps from lower energy level to higher energy level, energy is absorbed. Or electron jumps from higher energy level to lower energy level, energy is released. Any doubt? Any doubt?
No, sir.
So either released energy or absorbed energy takes place in the form of quanta, that is passes through the prism. Different spectral lines are observed. Spectral lines exhibit color. So that's why D block elements exhibit colors due to DD transition. But it should have unpaired electrons. It should have unpaired electrons. Now I will give 2-3 ions which can exhibit color or not. Please tell me, dear students. Please tell me, dear students. Copper plus 1 can exhibit color. Copper plus 1 can exhibit color. Otherwise, scandium 3 plus. Scandium 3 plus can exhibit color. Scandium 3 plus. Scandium, scandium 21. Argon core 4s2 3d1. Scandium 3 plus. Scandium 3 plus. Argon core 4s0 3d0. Understood? Either 2 electron, either 1 electron. No unpaired electron. Scandium 3 plus. 4s0 3d0. Scandium 3 plus. Scandium 3 plus is colorless. Colorless. Because of colorless. Scandium 3 plus colorless. No unpaired electron. Colorless, no unpaired electron. Any doubt? Understood?
Yes, sir.
And no unpaired electron, diamagnetic is this one. Diamagnetic. Unpaired electron is the paramagnetic. Mn2 plus, tell me, Mn2 plus is it to exhibit color or not? Mn2 plus can exhibit color or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, manganese 25, argon core 4s2 3d5. Manganese 2 plus, argon core 4s0 3d5. And d5 है तो क्या है? 5 unpaired electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now 5 unpaired electrons. Exhibit color. Exhibit color. Number of unpaired electrons are there. Either number of unpaired electrons are 0. Diamagnetic, colorless. Number of unpaired electrons are 5. Paramagnetic, exhibit color. Exhibit color. समझ में आया ना? Any doubt, dear students? Priyanka understood?
सर वो स्कैंडियम का वो जो है ना Sc3+ वो और एक बार रिपीट कीजिए ना वो.
Scandium 21, argon core 4s2 3d1. Scandium 3+. 3 electrons should be lost. 2 electrons from 4s, remaining 1 electron from 3d. 0.
ओके सर.
समझ में आया? So first from last energy level, 4s, next 3d. Any doubt?
नो सर.
So dear students, Nikita understood?
Yes, sir.
Tomorrow I will continue it. एक बार everyone should learn electronic configuration. Electronic configuration from scandium to Zn. With so many questions we have to solve tomorrow. Continuation. Okay now.